Right now, there's a very good chance your emergency fund is quietly losing you money. Not in a crash, not in some risky bet. It's losing money sitting in the place everybody told you was safe, your bank savings account, because they told you to save it. Nobody told you where. And the gap between the wrong spot and the right one? On a $15,000 safety net, it's about $600 a year. Same money, same safety. One number's just a whole lot bigger. Let me show you the spot most people never hear about. Hey, I'm Rod. I built this channel because when I was starting out, nobody made money simple. So let's change that. Roadmap. 3 things. 1. The hidden cost. Why the safe savings account at your big bank is actually one of the worst places you can park cash. 2. The 3 spots that are just as safe, just as reachable, but actually pay you, ranked. 3. The dead simple setup that puts your whole safety net on autopilot, so it earns money around the clock. Safe money should still be working. Let's get into it. Section 1. The hidden cost. Your savings account isn't keeping your money safe. It's slowly shrinking it, and the bank is counting on you not to notice. Here's what's happening under the hood. A lot of the big brick and mortar banks pay you around 0.01% on savings. That's not a typo. On $1,000, that's about a dime a year. The national average across all banks is only about 0.38%, still basically nothing. Now put that next to inflation. Prices lately have been climbing around 2.7% a year, so follow the math. Your money earns almost zero, while the stuff it can buy gets 2.7% more expensive. That's not staying flat. That's your safety net quietly losing buying power every single year you leave it there. This is the part that gets me. People think a savings account is the no-risk choice, but there's a hidden risk nobody warns you about. The risk of standing still while everything around you gets pricier. Doing nothing isn't safe. It's just a slower leak. Take Trent. Trent's got $15,000 sitting in his big bank savings at 0.01%. You know what that pays him for the whole year? About $1.50, $1.50 to hold 15 grand. Meanwhile, everything he'd actually spend that money on got almost 3% more expensive. He didn't lose money on paper, he lost it in real life. So the account isn't the safe hero of the story, it's the slow leak. Good news is, plugging it is easy, and there are 3 places that are just as safe, but actually hand you money back. Let me rank them. Section 2. The 3 spots. Here's the part nobody tells you. There are 3 places just as safe as that account that you can reach just as fast, and every one of them pays real money. You could open the first one tonight. Before I rank them, know the 3 things that matter for emergency cash in this exact order. 1. Is it safe? 2. Can you get to it fast? 3. Does it actually pay? Yield comes last on purpose. This is your safety net, not your lottery ticket. First spot, the high yield savings account. Same idea as a normal savings account, mostly at online banks that skip the expensive buildings and hand you the savings. These are running around 4% right now, some pushing 4.5. They're FDIC insured up to $250,000. That's the same government protection your big bank has. And you can move money in and out in a day or 2. This is the easy win. If you do nothing else in this video, do this one. Second spot, and this is the one most people never hear about, the money market fund. Not a money market account at a bank, a money market fund, held inside a regular brokerage account. It quietly holds a big pile of super short-term government IOs, and it's been paying somewhere around 3.5 to 4% lately. Now, one honest note. A fund isn't FDIC insured the way a bank account is, but it's held at a brokerage and protected by something called SIPC, and these funds are widely treated as some of the safest places to hold cash there is. The perk? The money's sitting right next to your investments, ready to go the second you want it. Third spot. Short-term Treasury bills. This is you lending money straight to the US government for a few weeks or months. Backed by the full weight of the government, paying right around 4%. And here's the kicker most people miss. The interest is exempt from state income tax. So if you're in a state that taxes income, a T-bill can quietly beat a savings account paying the exact same rate. Best home for the slice of your fund you know you won't touch this month. Remember Trent's $150? Meet Shane. Shane took the same $15,000 and moved it into a high-yield spot paying around 4%. Same emergency fund, same I can get it fast safety, but now it pays him roughly $600 a year instead of $1.50. That's a car payment, a flight home, a chunk of the holidays, for doing 15 minutes of paperwork one time. Section 3. The autopilot setup. Here's how you set this up one time and then basically forget it exists. The 2-bucket system. Bucket 1, the splash cash. Keep about 1 month of expenses in your regular checking or savings, the account with the debit card. This is your 2 a.m. money. Flat tire, busted water heater, gone in minutes, no waiting on a transfer. It won't earn much, and that's fine. That's not its job. Its job is to be instant. Bucket 2, the workhorse. Everything past that first month goes into one of the 3 spots we just talked about, earning you real money. If a bigger emergency hits, you tap bucket 1 today, then pull from bucket 2 in a day or two to refill it. You almost never need every dollar this second, so almost every dollar should be earning. Then automate it. Set a small automatic transfer into the workhorse bucket every payday and let it build with 0 willpower required. One trap to dodge, and it's the big one. Do not go chasing a slightly higher rate into a place that locks your money up or can drop in value. A CD might pay a hair more, but it cages your cash for months. Wrong tool for an emergency. And please don't put your safety net in stocks reaching for growth. The whole point of this money is that it's there, in full, on your worst day. Safe first, reachable second, yield third, always in that order. Put it all together and look what you've got. A safety net that's still bulletproof, still there the instant you need it, and finally earning its keep instead of leaking value while you sleep. Same money, just finally awake. So here's the truth. An emergency fund was never supposed to sit there doing nothing. It's supposed to guard you and grow quietly in the background. No risk, no drama, just a smarter address. If this cleared up the whole "where do I even put it" question, go ahead and subscribe. It genuinely helps the channel reach the next person staring at a savings account wondering why it never grows. And I'm curious, be honest in the comments. Where's your emergency fund parked right now? Big bank, high yield, or somewhere else? No judgment. I just want to see where everybody's starting from.